I'm sitting here with Cheech and Chong, the two of the funniest men in my life, okay? In my life, I grew up with these mothers, I got stoned to these mothers, and now I'm sitting down talking to these mothers, and they haven't changed a bit as far as I'm concerned because
our underwear
they've already made me laugh the second I walk in the door.
That's us.
So listen, so you guys, what's the biggest audience you ever played in front of? I mean, headlining, like they came to see you.
Oh.
20,000 or 50,000?
Yeah, somewhere around there. We've played like big places.
I know.
We're like 450,000 at Bull Island, Indiana. It was a big festival in the early days. And I thought it was for us because we were the only ones that actually went on and got paid.
Well, the big pay is good. Yeah. But as a comedian, when fucking 40,000 people laugh, what does that feel like? I mean, rock stars, we play so loud, we don't hear it.
Yeah, no.
But you guys are just sitting up there and you hear that.
But in comedy, there's just one rule. Get the money.
It's not just comedy. That's rock and roll,
no,
too.
It's rock and roll.
But we usually don't.
You know, the Aretha Franklin, brown bag with the money, the cash.
Yeah.
Get the money,
yeah.
and that was the only worry ever. Because if the promoter was doing too much coke, we'd get the money first.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, in the rock and roll band, we were doing too much coke, and we were left without getting paid.
I know. The thing you have to watch out in a big crowd like that is because the laugh goes out, and you got to wait for it to get to the back, and then it comes back in. And so it's like, it's like waiting, it's like pitching, hitting.
But it must feel like unbelievable. Every now and then I'll say something stupid enough on stage where people start laughing, and it feels really cool. Because you feel like this happy. Yeah,
it's addicting.
It's happy.
Yeah,
like people are happy. How do you decide what's funny and what isn't? Like when you guys write your stuff, do you know for sure that it's funny?
No, if they laugh, it's funny.
No, but I mean like before you...
before we do it?
Yeah, like
we don't rehearse.
Oh, shit, I was afraid of that.
We had one rehearsal, and it turned into a bit. So
you guys just ad-lib? The Santa Claus routine,
no,
you guys
we get the crew, or whatever it is, we get everything set up so we can, film it, and then we just go to work.
So what if it's not funny? Have you ever bombed?
Then they don't laugh.
The best comedy, in fact, I did a show and they asked me, what is the secret of comedy? And I said, the secret of comedy is the pause.
I got this.
See, now that's
even
funny.
the pause was funny with this
that's
guy.
funny, yeah.
Yeah, because it's so crazy. I love funny things and I love
that's the
comedy.
secret.
I see it. I just
That
saw
is
it.
the secret. Because what happens,
was taught by the
so many
master.
comedians get up there and they rattle out their stuff and they don't pause.
Yeah.
And so the good comedians, they pause every chance they get. Because not only they're trying to remember what they're going to say next, but they know that it's effective because when you pause, the audience has to stop and listen. Whatever they're doing, they go, there's silence, what's going on? They got to shut up and listen to you. And then you nail them with
that's a good trick.
funny.
If I was ever going to do my stand-up comedy act, my wife said she'd divorce me if I do it.
Yeah, well, they're very sane, those wives.
Well, my kids and my wife, they don't think I'm funny. You know what I mean? I think I'm funny. Then I try
Well,
my
if they
stuff.
laugh, you are.
No, they don't laugh.
If they don't laugh, well,
Hey, you got a show, man. That's how funny you are.
Okay,
You got all this is for
speaking
you. So
of
you're
this show,
funny.
so back you guys before weed was, back when weed was like illegal, you went to jail for this shit. You were blackballed in places. You couldn't cross board. How the hell did you guys stay out of jail, or did you ever go to jail?
We did.
I just had a real funny thought, man.
Oh, another one.
He's remembering jail.
Think about this, okay? Weed is not legal, okay?
It
You
is
know
now?
what's illegal? Being a Mexican.
Which kind of coincides with me.
It was the other way around.
No, I ain't
before.
going there. You guys ain't suckering me into that kind of stuff.
No, that's true. It's true.
But so how, it must have been really tough. I can't imagine when you cross borders. Did it happen? Did you?
All the time.
They must have ripped you guys up.
Nothing.
No?
They love us.
They loved us.
They love, cops loved us.
What about in Mississippi and Alabama and places like
They
that?
loved us a little less, but they still loved us.
No.
My dad was a cop. Yeah. My dad was LAPD 30 years, and I grew up in the police force. And I went to the police academy.
Well, maybe that helps, but man, I just know I got busted for the half of a joint I had in '68.
Yeah.
And I went to jail for 5 fucking days. And, you know, my mom was crying and he's on dope, you know. And, I mean, it was rough. I mean, people thought of it as bad taboo.
I'll tell you what the benefit is to be a comedian. They not only don't bust us, they give us back the dope that they had and then apologize for hassling us.
Oh, my God.
Cheech got stopped in Malibu. He's a bathing suit. He's stoned. Throws the joint out of the car. The cops following him, see the joint, they pull him over. They go, "Oh, it's Cheech."
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's me with speeding, because if I can't drive 55, I swear. That's me. Oh, Sammy, I'll get out of here. Slow down. No, take it easy. You know, have a good time, man.
I love that part, man. That's, you know, thank you.
What makes someone funny besides the pause? I mean, you know, like what? Because somebody tell me a joke and I'm more on the ground, I start telling other people and they fucking ain't funny anymore.
Well, you know. It's a sense of humor. A sense of humor is not like you can laugh with. It's knowing when something is funny. That's the sense of humor. And like, oh, that's funny. And when you see it and nobody else does, that's the basic thing.
And truth. The unvarnished truth can be hilarious.
Yeah.
Makes you uncomfortable, is that right?
Yeah,
And
you can
your
go to jail
uncomfort
for
could
it,
be
but
funny. Is
No,
maybe
the
a
truth,
little bit like that.
when people tell true stories about themselves, they can turn it into funny.
Who's the funniest person ever lived? Who's the funniest man, woman?
Richard Pryor.
I'd say Red Fox. I got to know Red really good. We hung out together at a club I had in Vancouver. And then I came down to Detroit when I had the Motown thing, and I went and seen him live. This guy, he did an hour where he brought the people up so high that they couldn't laugh. There was snots coming out of their nose. They were just helpless. And then he brought them down. He brought them down so low that people were running out of the club. Running out of the club.
Intentional.
Yeah,
Intentionally. Yeah. And then he opened the door for him and they see you, thank you for coming, closed the door, went back on stage and brought him back up.
Yeah.
That's brave.
No, that's genius.
Yeah.
It's pure genius.
Well, it takes balls to do that too, because I mean, the last thing I think you want to do is bomb, especially as a comic. A musician, like I said, you just turn up so loud you don't even do your thing, right?
Yeah,
but
yeah.
a comic, you're standing there going, shit ain't working.
There's nowhere to go.
Shit ain't working.
You should have seen us the other night. My guitar was okay during the sound
guitar.
check.
You keep talking about your damn guitar. So
Listen. My guitar was okay during the sound check, so we're okay. We get out there to do our medley, and I'm the only band, and the guitar's so out of tune, man. It was.
So he tuned it through 3 songs while I'm trying to talk. Ding, 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 ding,
I'm trying to tune up while
ding,
he's talking. You know, because he's not singing. And then I found maybe 1 or 2 notes that I could play because we had nothing else.
But you guys sing in your show?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I remember you had a hit with, I Was Framed or something, right? Wasn't that kind of a hit, Right?
Yeah, that was.
Do you guys do that in concert? What
It
do you
wasn't a
sing?
big enough
What do you
hit.
do?
We
New songs?
sing
You guys write new shit?
our hits.
Basketball Jones,
Basketball
Eric
Jones.
My
Oh,
Me and My Old
yeah,
Lady.
Basketball
Lady,
Jones.
Save the Whales.
Save the Whales, and then we
sure?
sing Does Your Mama Know About Me? That's a
Does Your
Motown
Mama Know
tune.
About Me? That's it.
See, our magic was the guitar. That was our ray gun. That would, if we got a real boisterous audience or they didn't want to listen to us and that, we'd pull out the guitar, turn up to 10, and
So, what you do as a comic, that has nothing to do with real acting, but you are acting a little bit, of course, right? But
He's acting.
Yeah, okay, so you've done movies too, right? Not just Up in Smoke, but
he's the actor.
Do you what would you rather be on stage doing comedy or like acting, like in a TV series or something?
That's a hard question. I like being on stage. I mean, because it only takes an hour.
Yeah, that hurry
Movies,
up and wait
I think,
thing.
takes 12 hours, 15, 18 hours a day, That's how I got to be good at guitar.
Sitting around?
Don, we've been on the show for like 4 years, and we were at some place, and I was playing. He says, "Wow, you got really good." I says, "Well, you sit in a trailer for 4 years, so how good you get?"
Okay, this or that. Now, you guys aren't allowed to procrastinate.
Okay.
You're not allowed to say maybe, oh, well, only F, well, let me, just fuck it. Like this or that. Say,
what do we do?
He's going to ask us a question.
Yeah.
We're going to say yes or no.
Yeah, I already asked you one about Eddie and Jeff Beck, and you picked Eddie right away. But that's good. You didn't sit on the fence on me. Okay, rock star or comedian?
Oh, comedian.
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 Boom. Weed or mezcal?
Weed.
Yes, come on. I mean, I like mezcal, but I love weed.
Okay. Laurel and Hardy or Abbott and Costello?
Laurel and Hardy.
Yeah, Laurel and Hardy.
And Hardy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, me too. Me too. Richard Pryor or Chris Rock?
Richard Pryor.
Richard Pryor.
Okay. Chris Rock's pretty funny now,
He is
but it's
very
tough.
fun. He is very funny.
Richard was, he invented this shit, right?
Richard
When
was
he's
in
been
another
around
realm.
as long as Richard has, he'll be Richard.
Yeah.
But right
Well,
now,
if he stays funny.
he just has to be. See, when you reach that stage, you just have to be real and talk about. That's what Richard Pryor did. He just talked about what happened to him, and with a funny glint on it. You know.
Yeah, I think the funniest man alive ever was Richard Pryor, and he invented all this shit. Okay, last one is a tough one.
Okay.
It's gonna be hard for you guys. Cheech or Chong?
Oh, Cheech. Come on.
Cheech.
We both agree on that.
This rock and roll road trip's over. This guy's gonna get in a fist fight up in this mud.
No, I said Cheech.
Yeah, on honor.
Thank you,
And
sir.
the reason I said Cheech is that everybody thinks I'm Cheech.
We'll do one of your songs. Here, you play. Let's do. Come on, you guys take over. Come on, this is your show. I'm sitting here trying to promote my shit. You know what I mean? It ain't working for me. I'll sing along with you guys. I don't care what it is. See, the way you guys can ad lib comic, I can ad lib music. Save the whales. Hey.
Okay.
Save the whales. And pretty mama save them whales.
Save the whales.
Yeah, we'll save the whales. And pretty baby save them whales. Good job, set them over there. We'll save all the whales. But shoot the seals. Let's shoot them seals. Shoot the seals.
Have mercy.
Let them know just how it feels. Oh, shoot them seals. 'Cause the seals eat all the fish.
Have mercy.
Yeah. We'll shoot all the seals. But save the whales. Hey. Don't flush your toilet. At least don't flush it every day. You gotta keep your shit together now. Don't flush the toilet. Flush it every other day. 'Cause if you don't flush the toilet every day, you know what's gonna happen? You'll save the whales.
Save the whales.
Hey.
Save
the whales. Good God, save the whales.
Thank you, Cheech and Chong in the house. My favorite show yet to date.
Save them whales.
Are we having any fun yet? That's all I gotta know.
This is
Are we
fun,
having
man.
any fun
My
yet?
pleasure, man.
Shit, now we'll get into this, man. We'll be here all damn day fucking around with this.
Oh, baby.
Yeah.
Look, your turn.
No, I don't really do. Well, what are you talking about? What am I supposed to do? What would I do? What
What's
would I
that
do?
mezcal?
No. Can't do that. No. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No. Yeah.
Play that.
Yeah. I'm going way down south where the big blue agave grow. Taking a weekend trip way down to Baja, Mexico. Where you can drink the water, don't you eat the ice. Take your vitamin T with salt and lemon slice. I say 1 shot, mas tequila, 2 shots, hey, Cabanillo, 3 shots, Yariba, mas tequila. You see what I'm saying? You say moss weed. She did a mean Macarena to the funky cold Medina. Behind the body shot and 3 margaritas. She drink it straight from the bottle, terracotta jug from a Boda bag up in a major buzz. I say 1 shot, mas
nuts. Yarima! Hey, hey, Mas Tequila! That was it. There you go. Welcome to another rock and roll road trip. See you next week.